Are you serious? Get some coffee, everybody. Are you serious? Get some coffee and just calm down. But the severe weather is going to hit the United States of America tonight, this afternoon, this evening, throughout the night. And in the next 2 to 3 days, we're going to see excessive, dangerous, severe weather across America. Let me tell you all about it in just a moment, but first, let me put a quick shout out for www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. The U.S. dollar has lost 85% of its value since the 70s, when the dollar decoupled from gold, and the government seems bent on continuing this tradition. From now until next election, the government can print as much money as they want. And the last time they did that, inflation went up 9%. Gold is the one asset that has proven to withstand inflation. So if you would invest in gold with noblegoldinvestment.com, you will also get a 24-karat golden coin. It's 1/4 of an ounce. And it's 24 karat, 1/4 of an ounce gold standard bullion coin. They'll give it to you for free. How come? If you'll set up a gold IRA, here's what you should do. Find out all about it. Go to noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Or pick up the phone and call them at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And tell them that Pastor Paul Begley sent you there. Well, no question. Late storms are anticipated. And right when we're really on the air with Mike from around the world, it may start even before that for those of you living in Colorado. Early morning clouds, fog, and a mist have already covered some of the roadways, making them a little wet this morning at Pikes Peak region there in Colorado. Overcast skies should give way to sunshine by mid-morning, but don't let it fool you, setting the stage for what could be another significant severe weather day. Today's storms look to start later, mainly around 4 to 5 p.m. local time, with the threat likely to continue over the eastern plains until midnight. Overall coverage looks to be much less widespread today compared to the last few days, but the intensity is going to be extremely worse. The bad news, that's the good news, it's not as large an area, but the bad news is the intensity. The storms will produce 2 to 3 inches of hail. What? 2 to 3 inches of hail. Not good. Not good at all. Okay? And here's the thing. When these things start happening, people don't really realize this, but you will find yourself in a pickle, in a scrape, if you will, because when it starts hailing, and it depends. I mean, 2 to 3 inches of hail is just mind-boggling. That's way worse than snow. It's way more dangerous. Okay, and if it's big hail, then it can do damage to your car and your home and windows and what have you. Now, and then just imagine this: 2 to 3 inches of hail with 70 to 80 mile an hour straight line winds. Flooding is expected. Tornadoes will break out. And when this storm warning is being issued in your area, you need to take warning. So if you're in Colorado, especially Pablo, Colorado, Casper, Denver, the North Plate, Dodge City, really that whole region, look out. Colorado Springs. I mean, seriously. Colorado Springs, it's going to get 78 degrees today. Highs today, okay, that's about 15 degrees warmer than yesterday, but it will also be quite muggy with a warm, humid air mass expected to give way to these isolated, powerful thunderstorms late this afternoon. These will be severe thunderstorms with hail and potential funnel clouds. Also in Pablo, Colorado, you're going to have another warm, muggy day as well. Severe storms for this afternoon and evening. And guys, it could be a ton of rain on East I-25 if you live in that area. Cannon City, expect a high of 83, but the thunderstorm chances will be a little lower in Fremont County today versus areas to your east. That said, any storm that do develop this afternoon and evening will be capable of large size hail. So not the 2 to 3 inches like Denver's probably going to get, but large, big hail. Golf ball, maybe even tennis size ball. Woodland Park, you're going to have a high of 75. A warmer, humid day in the Woodland Park. Storms won't be widespread as the past few days, but where they do form, they will be nasty. So stay alert if you live in a Woodland Park area, okay? Also, Tri-Lakes forecast, you're going to have a high of 70, but severe storms will be very possible along and near the Palmer Divide late this evening. After a quiet morning, late afternoon and early evening, expect powerful winds and dangerous weather. Even in the plains, there's a forecast of 70s today, maybe even to 80. With a hot, humid day, it will largely be thunderstorm-free, but it will give way to very severe weather around 6 p.m. The highest threat of severe weather will be on the plains north of Highway 50. Supercell storms are very possible, capable of bringing 2 to 3 inches of hail, massive heavy rain, damaging straight-line winds, and tornadoes. You should plan on taking shelter, have a designated area for where you're going to be. It's going to be ugly. That's in the plains there in Colorado. In Walsenburg and Trinidad, you're going to be at highs in the 80s and 90s. Good news today is the storms should be few and far between. Southern I-25 corridor. The bad news, though, is if you do get any storms, they will be quite strong with large hail. Mountains forecast. It's going to be a high of 60s to 70s. A few storms will be possible in the eastern mountains this afternoon, but further west, it will be a dry, windy day for the high country as most of the severe weather is going to be down in the corridor and in the plains. So you guys look a lot better. And extended outlook for the folks in Colorado. Just expect another active stretch of weather for southern Colorado with daily storms possible in the start of this weekend. On top of the daily storm chances, the threat of severe weather will remain a factor in the forecast for tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Drier weather is expected in the plains beginning on Sunday, okay, and things should be, but still you could have isolated storms in the mountains in Teller County. And so, guys, really, and actually it's not just only about Colorado we're dealing with here. We're dealing also all the way into Kansas. So cities like Casper, Wyoming, and Dodge City, Kansas, you guys need to understand that you are in the danger zone as well. You could be at risk for severe thunderstorms tonight and also hail and powerful, damaging straight-line winds are expected. Even tornadoes are possible in Dodge City or in that area, okay, or even in Casper, Wyoming. And so I want you guys to stay alert. Portions of Kansas and Nebraska, you still have some of the worst drought conditions in the country. According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, nearly 85% of Kansas is under at least a moderate drought conditions. And in Nebraska, almost 75% of the state is experiencing at least moderate drought, with over 13% in the state exceptional drought. And that's not good for the cornfields of Nebraska. While the strongest storms can be damaging, any rainfall will ultimately help make a dent in this ongoing drought. Nebraska, you desperately need it. Kansas and Nebraska really need the rain, but they don't need tornadic activity, I can tell you that. And really, guys, we're talking from Pueblo, Colorado, all the way to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. There's severe thunderstorms and isolated tornadoes and hail and flash flooding and all of this anticipated for Friday as this thing shifts down into that corridor there. So I want you guys to know that we're going to have the next 2-3 days here. And really, I can tell you, Saturday, you got to be concerned from Denver all the way to Wichita, Kansas, all the way to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, even all the way up to Memphis, Tennessee, to Evansville, Indiana. There's a sweeping, severe threat even on Saturday. And we got to watch and see how that hot, humid air coming up from the south down here in Florida, which has been extremely hot. And it's like a sauna out there. I stepped out there this morning at 9:30. I just walked out there at 9:30 in the morning on my lanai, and it's a sauna. Are you serious? That hot summer sun will make you beg for your next breath. That's right, guys. I mean, it is hot. Are you serious? And humid. You can't breathe. But that hot, humid air is going to force its way up into this cooler air coming down out of the Colorado area. And when those two collide, the danger really is Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, sweeping up into Tennessee and even up into southern Illinois and southern Indiana. That sweeping area by Saturday. So today, tomorrow, and Saturday, big time, dangerous weather. We have to be on guard, and we need to just pray, and that's why we tell people to pray. Psalms 83, Psalms 83. Yeah, pray about that too. We don't need that. We don't need that to break out on us. That's that war. But in Psalms chapter 91, how that we are to abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay, abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And oh, by the way, tonight, Mike from around the world is going to be with us tonight. And boy, are we going to have an incredible broadcast for you tonight. There is so many weird things going on. Remember last week, Mike talked to us about sea creatures. He did. He talked about sea creatures. He said, it was right toward the end of the broadcast, and he said, oh, by the way, expect strange deep sea creatures to make their way, up and be visible. And so, what? And then he said, we started talking about aliens above and below. He said, well, do you mean Leviathan kingdom? The Leviathan kingdom? Do you think that's about ready to come? So there's a lot going on here, guys. But he did say sea creatures. Well, there was this weird, really weird. Do I have a picture of that? It's not that one behind me there. That's a picture. I would say that's what Leviathan would be like, that thing. But no, there was a really weird picture, and I'm going to see. I think I have it, of this gulper eel. Okay, and it was here. I think I got it. Let me see. This thing is weird. It's called a gulper eel. There it is. This thing was spotted. Okay, that's the head of it right there. That's the head. Okay, right there. And then its body is, look, it's really weird. Okay, and apparently this thing just gulped and ate a big fish. This thing is in the bottom of the ocean, deep, deep, deep down there with Leviathan. And it was spotted down there as it came up in uncharted waters from the depths of the ocean. So we're getting strange calls. There's all kinds of stuff going on right now. No. So, it's just crazy what's going on here. I don't need another robocall. Not robo-mom, robocalls. I'm talking about these telemarketers. I just don't need it. Anyway, this is the weird stuff that's going on. Oh, by the way, the webinar, guys, you can go if you want to pick up the phone and just call the main line, 765-414-2230. You can get your tickets for this upcoming webinar, Aliens Above and Below. And what a webinar that's going to be. You can get your tickets in advance. Be ready for August 4th. You can either go to Eventbrite and get your ticket there, or you can pick up the phone and call and get your tickets on the phone, and let us help get you ready. So it's going to be an incredible time. There's no doubt about that. Oh, and I got some more information for you. Yeah, and that is, wow, the book 9/11, Revelation 9/11. We just got a huge breakthrough. I just found out this morning of other retailers that are going to be carrying this book. It just came out. Troy Anderson, who's the co-author with me, just contacted me and said, look, you won't believe this, who's carrying Revelation 9/11. Besides the incredible fact that, it's the book is on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com and Target.com. We knew that. Now we just found out that Books A Million is going to carry Revelation 9/11. And also, this is a shocker, Walmart. That's right, Walmart is going to carry Revelation 9/11. Also, Hudson Books, Thrift Books, ChristianBook.com, some of these other groups, Goodreads, some of these guys are all going to carry it as well. But it's shocking that that Walmart is going to carry this along with Target and Barnes & Noble and Amazon and now Books A Million. So, wow, we're just kind of impressed with that. To be honest with you, really didn't expect that, but God is in control, and so we just praise God. If you haven't got your pre-order in, you can do it. Go to Amazon.com. Go to Amazon.com and you can pre-order, and let's drive us up. But yeah, I'm just I'm excited. I mean, anywhere that the book can get, anywhere, any shelf, any retail store, anywhere online, anywhere it can be available. The Lord just told me to write the book and to talk about sin, talk about the all of the Abaddon coming from the pit. Talk about the Sixth Trumpet War. Talk about World War III. Talk about Russia-Ukraine. Talk about China-Taiwan. Talk about the pandemics and plandemics. Talk about the cancel cultures. Talk about all the things that are happening in the world and how it relates to biblical prophecy. How close are we to Ezekiel 38, Psalms 83? How close are we to the tribulation period? How close to the building of the third temple? How close are we to the mark of the beast and its technology? And we're giving you the facts, not just generalization. We are breaking down for you the factual information from insiders. Wow. I mean, it's blowing me away. The research that we're putting into this book is extraordinary. And I can tell you my co-author, Troy Anderson, who was nominated for a Pulitzer Prize. He didn't win it, but he was nominated for it. That's huge. Is a tremendous researcher. And so we're interviewing people. We're pulling together information from all over, both he and I, as we put this thing together. It's going to be amazing. And we just praise God for that. Let's hope that people read it and then give their life to Jesus Christ. Let's also hope that the church reads it, that pastors will actually read it and start preaching on the coming of the Lord. Start preaching of the coming of the Lord. And yes, the great falling away is in there too. Thank you. Yeah, it's all in there. So, wow, we're living in the hey, can I put a shout out right now too? I just thought of this, but guys, seriously, unbelievable. I don't know if you're sleeping well at night or not. You might be struggling. If you've ever injured your head or your neck like I did, then you need certain kinds of pillows to help you. And I've tried everything. Over 35 years, well, it was 1988, so what's it? Yeah, 35 years ago. 35 years ago, when I broke my neck in a car accident, and I had to go through 19 months of physical therapy. It was absolutely severe. And I have been 35 years searching for a pillow that I could sleep on and not wake up or not just lay there in pain. Okay? And I found it. And that is www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. That's www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. And get the best pillow on the market there is. And really, Mike Lindell is just such a great guy. He loves the Lord. He's promoting the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm really glad to be an affiliate of his. And if you go there, go right now to www.mypillow.com/Paul and then use the promo code Paul. There is insane deals. Right now, they're incredible deals on these towel sets. 6 towel set. They were selling for $98 for the whole set. Now they're $29 for 6 towel set. It's insane. And and buy one get one free. The pillows, all of the stuff. They've reduced stuff so low. Or if you want to, you can get the new pillow called My Pillow 2.0. My Pillow 2.0, and you will be stunned how it's got the same benefits, but it's cool. It stays cool. I just love this thing. Unbelievable. So check it out. Go to www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul, okay, and get your pillow. All right, get your pillow. God bless. Oh, I've got a song for you, because if we're going to have all these storms, and boys, don't wait, can't wait till tonight. We're going to be talking to Mike from around the world about what's happening in Israel, how close we are getting with the Middle East to Ezekiel 38. We're gonna be talking about, is America a failed state? I have some information on that. Also, Alex Soros, that's right, George Soros' son. We're going to be talking about cocaine in the White House, RFK Jr., Gavin Newsom, Prigozhin, he's back in Russia, and just there's a ton of stuff. The weather reports, there's just a ton of stuff I'm going to cover tonight. And, of course, we're going to find out from Mike from around the world about Planet X, Nibiru, and what's taking place. Is this why the sun is baking people? Is this why the earth is melting? Is this why the polar caps are literally, the glaciers are falling? Is this why the water is rising? Where are we going from here? And he told us that it would be very soon. Everybody's gonna see it in the sky. What is that? What is that? Are you serious? Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of those things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise, the thunder pounds, the wheels of war are going round, and all the walls are crumbling. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. The wind will blow, the rain can pour, the deluge break, the tempest roars. But in that storm, my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Oh, we've got that protection. Easy way to give. Text give. New number there. That's a new number. That's another number. Some of you, it's simple, so simple that even Paul Begley can do it. What? Thank you, Margaret, getting the book. We love it. If you order it from Amazon, we continue to rise in the polls. In the polls? In the charts. Okay.
Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, and I say, death,
Where is your sting?
shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings.
Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Planet X is coming. Nibiru, planet number 9. The dwarf star. The heavens are shaking. Leviathan. Aliens above. Aliens above. Aliens above. Aliens below. Get your ticket now for that.
Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me.
Paul Begley for president. I agree.
Shake, but Lord, I'm making you
I agree.
my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, well, I say, death, where is your sting?
Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. It's unbelievable. Are you serious? Are you serious? Yay! Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. That song we recorded on our album, The Journey. The Journey. That was a great album, man. There's so many good ones on there. Mission, Temple, Fireworks Stand, all those are on there. Yeah, we're also going to be asking Mike a little bit also about the pets that are dying. We have received so really troubling information, to be quite honest. Very troubling. But, we know that Sugar died. Sugar died on the 2nd of June after coming down and with a cancer that killed her in 10 weeks. Then our cat Lily died at the end of June. A very similar situation. She didn't. I think she even died in less time. And well, since we talked about Sugar, because Sugar was loved by everyone, and it was one of the most famous dogs online. We've heard from you folks. The letters have come in. The emails have come in. The responses come in. First of all, your condolences to us, because it's a tough one to lose her, and Lily for that matter. But then we were hearing from you folks how many of your pets have died this year from the same thing, a fast killing cancer. And we're talking dogs, cats from across this country, from our online viewers who have lost their pets within this last year as this type of sickness. And so I guess my question is, I'm going to go, to Mike from around the world about the question tonight. The food from China, I highly suspect, and we've already heard that there's some of that, but we weren't feeding sugar any of that Chinese food. We weren't feeding our cat any of that. We were feeding them, really the very best and safest food possible. So my next question is there something else in the air, in the environment? Has it been released upon us here, and it hasn't maybe affected humans as quickly as it's affecting the pets first? I don't know. It's a thought. It's a potential theory. But I really would like to find out from Mike around the world his thoughts on that. So that's also on the table for tonight. There's a whole lot of things. I mean, I gave you about a third of what we want to find out about, and talk to him about. There's a lot we want to talk to him about. A lot of things I want to cover tonight, so don't be late. We'll be live at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. Eastern on the coming apocalypse. We're living in the end times. God bless all of you, and I'll see you a little bit later this afternoon with more. And, of course, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern with Mike from around the world. Yes, we're in the last days. Are you saved? Jesus loves you.